Okay, let's get this over with. I really do not want to record this video. So thank you for watching. I'm sure you can already tell from the title of the video, this is not going to be a nice happy video. Currently we're in Bolivia, La Paz to be specific. We arrived here 2 days ago. At 4 o'clock in the morning we got to the bus station. We were both tired, it was an overnight bus, we didn't sleep very well. I had my rucksack, my big Osprey rucksack on my back, and my camera bag full of all my camera equipment on my front. And we came into the bus station and it was so early we weren't sure if any hostels were going to be open, we didn't have any internet. So we put our bags down on the bench. We never left them unattended, not for 1 second. But I went to go get coffee, and Khaleesi, she stayed to watch the bags. The bag was beside her on the bench, and this guy took my camera bag. We don't know how he did it. He was so sneaky. We didn't see him. He was invisible. I went to get coffee. I came back and I noticed that the bag was gone. And I said, "Where's my bag?" And Khaleesi had no idea. She hadn't moved. She sat there the whole time. And normally, just sitting with your bags is enough to deter someone. You think that that's going to be enough for them not to steal your bag, but apparently it's not, because there was some French people there as well, and they mentioned that they saw there was a guy sitting on the bench behind Khaleesi. So what we think is he watched me leave to go get the coffee, and then when Khaleesi maybe looked the opposite direction for even a second, he just picked the bag up and just walked away. And that was it. I was frantic looking for him, or running around the bus station just in complete disbelief. I could not believe that it happened. He took my Canon 80D camera with my wide angle lens, my zoom lens, my 50mm lens, a brand new DJI Mavic Air. We bought that in New Zealand just before we left. We bought it in the airport, and I only got to fly it once. We went to Uyuni in the south of Bolivia to the salt flats, and I flew it once, and then the next day it was gone. The worst thing of all, this doesn't really matter. The drone, the camera, the lenses, blah blah blah, all material things. We can replace them. Okay, it's expensive, yeah, it's not cheap, but we can eventually replace them. But what we cannot replace is the hard drive. Not the hard drives, but the stuff on the hard drives. He took 3 hard drives full of videos, pictures, memories of family, Christmas, birthdays over the last 10 years. And he also took all of our New Zealand footage for this vlog. All of it. And I'm so mad at myself because I didn't edit them quicker. I should have edited them quicker. I just did not foresee this happening. I was lazy. I'm so mad at myself for doing it, and I was so excited. We had some really, really good vlogs to put on this channel, and it's all gone. The last video we have on this channel, we're still in Thailand. In New Zealand, we went to Milford Sound. We went on aeroplane rides over the glaciers in the South Island. We hiked on a glacier. We did a heli hike. We got a helicopter onto Fox Glacier, and we hiked around. If you follow us on Instagram, then you'll be able to see the pictures that we have from there. Luckily, we still have some pictures. But I really wanted to make these vlogs. I wish I had. I'm so angry at myself. I'm angry at myself for putting it down. Khaleesi is really upset. She's devastated. We both are. She's like blaming herself because she should have kept an eye on them. But when you watch the bags, you don't watch the bags. Although if you're coming to Bolivia or South America in general, I do recommend that you do watch your bags, because it can happen so fast. I still cannot believe I cannot get this footage back. It is killing me every time I think about it. I keep replaying it over in my head, a situation that I wasn't even a part of. I keep imagining that if I hadn't got the coffee, or if I hadn't put the bag down, I'd still have this. Just so stupid. So stupid. So yeah, you might be a bit confused as to why we're in Bolivia, and the last video was in Thailand. I was going to fill the gap, I was. I wish I had. I wish I'd backed it up and put it in a separate bag. It's all gone. We went to Hell's Gate in New Zealand as well, like a geothermal park where the water is just naturally bubbling because of volcanic activity in the ground, and I just can't believe I just can't believe that I don't get to edit these videos. I'm filming this on a Galaxy S9. I'm sure you can tell that it looks a bit different to normal. And I'm really mad because this place looks really, really interesting. Got a big cable car running up from the top of this mountain over here down to the centre of the city. We actually went on it yesterday, but only to go up to a market to watch, to look for my stuff, because I went to the police, but the police, I hate to say it, but they were pretty useless. I read that I knew that theft was really big here, and I think I thought someone would maybe snatch the bag. That's what I was expecting. I would not expect someone to take it from right beside her or right beside me. It's so bold. That's a professional. He was out there undetected. Unbelievable. So yeah, we left. God, so much footage in New Zealand. It kills me to think about it. And then we left New Zealand and we flew into Buenos Aires in Argentina. We went to La Boca. We went to the Recoleta Cemetery. We went up to Iguazu Falls. Luckily, we have some footage on this phone because it's waterproof and there was just so much water. I didn't want to risk my camera getting broken, as if it matters now. So we've got some footage from that. And then we crossed the border to Bolivia and we went to the salt flats in Uyuni, and it's just incredible. Just a really, probably the best day we had in South America, straight into the worst day I've had in the last 10 years. Just absolutely gutted. Again, purely because of the footage, the vlog, the memories. It's killer, really is. But the vlog will continue, even if it's on a Galaxy S9. I am not going to let him put me off doing this. Initially, I was so gutted that I just kind of gave up. I was like, done. How can we do it? Can't make the vlog anymore. But nah. I've went through the stages of grief, you know. First it was like pure frantic, just disbelief, and then there was anger and emotion and sadness and denial. I've been through them all multiple times. But this is just the way it is now. We're going to replace the equipment, but we can't replace those memories. It's silly, but there's still a little part of me that's holding on. Not that I'm going to find it myself, because I've spent 2 days walking around this city looking at second-hand camera shops, looking in little black markets, but it's too big. It's just millions and millions of people here, and almost every street is a market, so I think it's over. I think it's over in that respect, but there is a part of me that's holding on hope that someone will buy these hard drives and they'll have a look at the content and they'll see the footage, and they'll maybe find my business card, which is in the bag, and maybe one of them will get in touch and they can keep the drone, they can keep the camera. I've accepted that needs to be paid for again, but please, I cannot recreate this footage, and it is my own fault for not editing fast enough. I know it is. Ugh. But it's done. Tomorrow we're gonna fly from La Paz, and it breaks my heart to leave this place knowing that my property is still out there somewhere. But we're going to fly to Lima because another thing went wrong. We were actually supposed to get the bus, another overnight bus to Lima, but there's a protest in Puno in southern Peru, and there's protests all over South America all the time. I don't know what they're protesting about, but it's kind of messing our life up. So instead of getting an $80 bus, we have to get a $350 flight, which sucks. And we've got a flight from Lima to Orlando, Florida on the 31st. We're going to stay with some of Khaleesi's friends that she made when she was working in Disney World nearly 2 years ago. We're going to stay there. We're going to go and see Mickey Mouse, ride some roller coasters, just, I don't know, have fun if possible. But that's where I'm going to replace all the equipment. I'm going to figure out a way that this never happens again. Never. This is not a mistake that you don't learn from. This is not something... It just sounds ridiculous because I knew. This isn't something I was like, oh, I was unaware. Like, I knew Bolivia was bad for this. I knew it. I did not know that they would be that clever. But they are. So please, people, if you're watching this video, maybe you don't watch our vlog and you don't follow us, and maybe you've just clicked on this because you're planning on traveling to Bolivia or South America, please heed my warning. I am not a careless person. I am actually over anxious, over paranoid about my stuff. I will not take my eyes off of it. I would never leave it unattended, ever. It means far too much to me. But that's not enough. You literally, I cannot stress enough, do not take your eyes off of your things. Do not have your phone in your back pocket. Do not... The amount of stolen phones I saw up at that market the other day when I was looking for my stuff was unbelievable. And you can tell they're stolen. It's a guy with a blanket and 3 mobile phones. I don't think business is that good that he's only got 3 left. So do not leave your phone in your back pocket. Don't take your eyes off your things for a second. I am going to try and salvage the vlog somehow because luckily not everything was in the bag. I have my Bose Bluetooth headphones around my neck for some reason, and I always put them back in the case and back in the bag, but for some reason getting off the bus I left them around my neck, and thank goodness I did because they'd be gone as well. My MacBook, luckily I didn't lose that because it was in my big backpack. And what's funny is my camera bag doesn't have a section for the laptop, and I resented that when I paid for it. I really wanted one that had a laptop section, but I couldn't justify the price at the time, so I paid for a cheaper, smaller version that didn't have a laptop section, and that sacrifice has paid off big time because my MacBook would have 100% been in a laptop section. So maybe it's a good idea, even if you can keep everything in one bag, then don't split it up. Split it up. That way you don't lose everything. If I'd lost the MacBook Pro as well, God, that's another, I don't know, what, $2,000 or something on top of what I need to replace, and it's too much. That's too much. That would have broke me. That would have broke me. So that is a good thing. Luckily, we had the GoPro in another bag as well. So we had a look through that, and there's a lot of little bits of footage that Khaleesi's taken on the GoPro. Nothing like the vlog, nothing like talking you through the whole day and narrating the day and telling the story. But I think maybe what I'm going to do is a different style of vlog, and it's not a style of vlog that I particularly want to do. I'm not really a fan of it where you reflect on a time, and you just have B-roll over the top of talking about it. I prefer to be in the moment and describing it as I'm living it, but it's not an option anymore. So I think in order to not be a complete waste of time, not a waste of time because that's not what I meant. I didn't mean a waste of time. Not a complete waste of footage that's gone. It was never a waste of time. We had an amazing time in New Zealand, and all my friends and family who I've spoken to about this, and they've all said the same thing. Like it sucks, but it's just things, and the memories will always be up here. and people can't steal your brain. So, and also that, you know, this could have been a much worse situation. We could have, if I had seen the guy take the bag and confronted him, he could have had a knife and I could have been stabbed. It could have been much worse. If Khaleesi had noticed him take the bag, maybe he would have hurt her, and that just doesn't bear thinking about. It's not even a competition. Take anything you want, but don't take our lives, or you know, the physical and emotional trauma of being stabbed is an absolute bargain. An absolute bargain. They just took the stuff. So there is that way of thinking. But anyway, I'm going to try and salvage some videos of it in that style. And then when I get to the USA, I'm going to replace my things. And we'll get right back to the vlog. And this time, things are going to be different. No more putting off editing, no more being lazy. Okay, I'm going to finish this here. 16 minutes, surely you're not watching anymore. Maybe I'll cut it down. I wasn't going to edit this video, I was just going to put it up as it is, but maybe I'll cut it down a little bit. It has been running a bit long. Thank you very much for watching. If you know anyone that's traveling to Bolivia and you're concerned after watching this, then maybe share the video with them and they can watch it. And yeah, look at here, look at that. Just looks amazing. And it's just so annoying because I just don't feel like I can enjoy it. I don't feel like I can go out there and forgive this city. I just things would be so different if that bag hadn't been stolen, if we hadn't put it on the bench, if we got straight to a taxi. If you can't keep going over it, you'll drive yourself absolutely crazy. But if the situation was different, I would have vlogged the crap out of this place. It is amazing. It just is incredible. But I just can't appreciate it. And that really sucks. Anyway, I'm going to stop. Thank you very much for watching. Please take care if you're coming to Bolivia or South America in general. I do believe that this isn't just La Paz. This is a South American thing. It's a human thing. I don't think it's fair to say. I don't want to contribute to the stereotype, but kind of hard when you suffer this the exact thing people warn you about. I can't believe it. Anyway, I hope you'll continue to watch the vlog. I'll try and salvage some of the New Zealand video or photographs and maybe just, I don't know, talk you through some of the things that we did. We'll see. I'm not really gonna do anything until I get to Orlando and get my stuff, buy my new stuff. I don't want to be holding this phone out in front of me. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't look right. But that's the situation. Now, normally I finish my videos by saying if you've not been to La Paz, or you've not been to Thailand, or if you've not been to Krabi, whatever, you know, Vietnam, and then I say go before you don't. And I'm just, it sucks that I am reluctant to say that to you. But I do think you should come here. I just think you should come here with the utmost vigilance. The utmost vigilance. Be so careful. You're not paranoid. You cannot be careful enough here, okay? Right, thank you very much. And I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that is.